Welcome here tonight to beautiful Minneapolis for tonight's coverage of the HCBB Family, covering the New York Bombers against the Minnesota Blizzards. Pretty fun matchup as we saw yesterday. Definitely going to be something to watch out for as we saw Minnesota just take the win over New York 1-0. And we're going to have to get through this pretty quickly here as the game's already about to start. Well, first of all, let's start off with the introduction. Tonight, I am Dre, your commentator, and let's go over your standings pretty quickly. For the first time in a while, we have a standings graphic. Chicago still leads, the Breeze, I mean. The Ravens are in second. The Ocala Orbit in third. The Nippon Ham Fighters in fourth, now tied with the Orbit. The Ospreys in fifth, the Blizzards in sixth, the Heat seventh, the Jailbirds in eighth, sixth and ninth have swapped, so the Blizzards overtake the Heat. The Jailbirds overtake Arizona, and the Bombers fall one more game behind, and Atlanta and Philadelphia still in doom and despair. Alright, well, we're about to start tonight, and we appreciate you for joining. No bottom ticker for the minutes here. And no free cam, apparently. Water, give me free. Give me water, give me fire, give me free cam, or I retire. So, already off to a great start tonight. Are we serious? Awesome. I know I've joined people. I would like to join again. Give me my free cam. Props to me 3,000 free cam. Alright. Are now back. Got the free cam running. And I think we are ready for tonight's coverage. I'm definitely not. However, I hope you all are for tonight. To be ready in any minute now. We are going to be kicking off the first. I apologize for the quietness here. Let's get the fans stands. Yes, here in Minnesota, pretty decent season for the Blizzards. New York having a pretty good last few games, better than their start of the season. And here we go. First pitch coming soon. Oh, hey, whoa, that's not the right bottom ticker. No bottom ticker for right now. We apologize about the disruption. And it looks like CC is going to start on the mound for Minnesota tonight. Hello. 0 ERA. Okay, I think it's CC's first start of the season. Not the bottom of the first, top of the first. Let's check the sound settings. There we go. Noiseless Cayman actually going to start on the mound tonight. I think I'm part of that season 26 championship team. As first pitch is underway. Cayman kicks and fires. Ball one upstairs to Vec. Friend of mine. If it's who I'm thinking of. We'll change their usernames a lot, so who knows in these days. 1-0 count here. Damon kicks and fires. That's going to be absolutely hit. Almost to the warning track. Pretty sure that... Oh, man, he got a little under that. Well, to the left fielder. Bad start for the Bombers in some baby blue jerseys with nice red, white, and blue piping. One away here for Cayman. It's going to be Father up to bat. As he takes ball one inside. Well, Cayman taking a little long. Now he'll kick and fire. Ball two upstairs. This is the number 2 batter. 5 viewers, thank you for tuning in. Got a lot of here tonight, very early in the stream. Stream link was posted, thankfully, so hey, we're chilling. 2-0 count. Father takes strike one. Well, Cayman gonna kick and fire the 2-1. One away here. Now it turns into the 3-1. So definitely not preferable for Cayman early in the count here. He's on 6 pitches already. 3-1 count. Oh, Father, I don't think he was ready for that one. I think he wanted slow. So take strike 2. Full count now here with 1 out. Definitely do something here. Oh, the full count pitch. That's going to be hit. It's going to be back. It is gone. Father hits 1 out very early in this ball game and gets New York on top first. Minnesota not happy with this. 7th home run of the season, 15th RBI of the season for the 2-hole hitter. Boyd Snoopy up the bat, I think first game this season. Why did I get pinged? Why am I being called a slur in general? Thanks, dude. I guess. Ball one upstairs as I get called a slur. Yeah, that's really cool. I love being called slurs. Awesome, guys. Really appreciated. 1-0 count. Cayman. High fly out to left. Wow. Photo was straight under that one. He got under that one pretty quickly. PDF is up to bat. Clean-up hitter. I just realized I had the bottom ticker show. Oops. Oopsies. I wonder what it showed right there. Oh, hi. Pretty much showed yesterday's standings. Cool. You know what? Save myself there. Ball one upstairs. Cool, so we're getting called slurs in HCBB now. Awesome. Very fun. Great community though, except very certain person. Ball two down low. I'm sorry, that's just really funny. That's really funny to me. I apologize. Right after Father hits a home run too. 2-0 count, 2 away. Strike one taken for BDF. I'm still in shock that he said that straight up. For viewers, thank you for tuning into this really funny moment. Probably one of the funniest all season. 1-2 turns into the 2-2. No. That'll be the one. Yeah, no, I was right. 2-1 turns into the 2-2. My bad. I am tripping. 2-2 count here. Damon kicks and fires. The payoff pitch is going to be hit. Throws Stacey's glove. No! Leadoff batter playing shortstop, able to snag it up quickly. And we head to the bottom of the first here. I don't know why it says bottom of the first on the overlay. I don't know when I did that. I don't know why it said bottom of the first that whole time. I apologize. Oopsies. Now we're at the bottom of the first. Let's check who's on the mound tonight. Not Cayman. Kind of waiting. Boyd Snoopy on the mound. Well, let's get his name up on there, up on the overlay. If I can find the away. Strike one taken. It is not. Oh, I spelled Yam's name wrong. I apologize, Yam. Boyd Snoopy on the mound tonight. 0-1 count to CC. Ball went upstairs. Now the 1-1. Very quick pitch is going to be on field dribbler and out number one of the inning. Bat Knight up to bat. Looking to tie this game up as the two-hole hitter. Could both two-hole hitters hit home runs? In the first, who knows? Ball one taken. Ball two taken. So an early 2-0 count here. Knight takes strike one that time. So a 2-1 count. I apologize as I'm trying to set up the bottom overlay. Damn. That's going to be hit in the center. It's back. I caught it. Ball, two-hole hitters and home runs here in the first. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a crime. Knight does to take the L. Straight to the pitcher, Boyd Snoopy, and he runs home like that. Awesome. Love to see it. This came in up the bat as we are now tied 1-1. That's very interesting. And came in! Helps the Blizzards go back to back! Second deck, deep second deck! Two pitches in a row, two swings in a row, two home runs in a row for the Blizzards that they take the lead 2-1. I think Minnesota might run out of fireworks if we go by this rate. Photos up the bat. Wow. Back-to-back home runs for the Blizzards. That's going to be hit at the shortstop, so it stays in the field for the first time in 3 pitches. And that fella's up the bat as the 5-hole. Oh, man. Now that's going to be hit in center. Center fielder goes back. However, doesn't have enough, and we go to the top of the second here. Football got up the bat. Oh, 1 inning. New York finishes it off, thankfully, but not without giving up 2 runs. As football god takes strike 1. The 0-1 the football god, noiseless came in. Football god fouls it off. Now, that's going to be fouled off again. So 2 strikes, 2 fouls. So in the second inning, as I said earlier, I think last game, Minnesota had 24 outs. They won 5-4. New York has 24 outs. Down 2-1 right now, but who knows what can happen in the next 24 outs or so. 3 fouls already for football god. He's batting .500 on the season with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs and an 818. I think that says OPS. Yes, it does. But 11 strikeouts to counter that. 0-1 or 0-2 count here. Kamen kicks and fires inside. Strike 3. DeGrom is up to bat. Rough at bat there. I mean, had really good swings, just not that good of an eye, but who knows? I know 3 fouls in a row is pretty crazy, but hey, he stayed alive. I like to see that. DeGrom. First pitch he sees from Kamen. Strike 1 inside. Up and in. Oh, I'm gonna traumatize the Dodger fans, including me right now. DeGrom. Swings on that one, but it's going to the second baseman. Angels is up to bat. 22 pitches, 2 outs. Welcome into the chat, Jimmy. I have no idea where he's from, if I'm honest. Oh, wait, no, not Jacob DeGrom, but his user. Seagulls takes ball 1 upstairs. If he homers, I expect to be in this home run clip. I expect. And he doesn't homer, but he does get a bloop. It's going to be New York's second hit of the night. Icy's up to bat. I don't think that's the Icy I'm thinking of, but you know what? We'll see if we can perform like him. Icy 10, and then I think just Icy. I forgot his full use. I know he's called Icy. 2 away here for Icy. He's going to hit that one in the center. Does a bloop. Center field able to get under it. And Recht is going to be up the bat here. Bottom of the second. Minnesota leads 2-1. Can extend their lead here. Oh, no. Well, here we go. And Snoopy wrecked a ball outside. Yeah, their first hit was a home run. Off the second batter, I don't know why his name is Rex sides. Somewhere. I apologize if who the second hitter was. I am kind of stupid. However, Rex gets a flyout, or I don't know how to word it. Actually, the one hitter. I can't remember. Oh, not gonna focus on that. As Manther's up to bat, batting .231. No home runs, but he has an RBI on the season. Or no, wait. Yeah, the first hit was. That'd be awesome. I think I'd be down for HCBB on FTN. FTN. Yeah, no, HCBB Broadcasting montage. 1-1 count here. What do you mean which team? Both teams' first hits were home runs, and Minnesota's third hit is a home run. Minnesota hits its first of the season. Second RBI. 3 hits and 3 home runs. Yeah, we're running out of fireworks at this rate. Opulence up the bat. This is not a good start for Boyd. I mean, if we look at his ERA, it's 20.250. I actually don't think I've ever seen someone ERA. Usually I see it at 27 or something, like a normal number divisible by 9. Two-0 count. Opulence swings on that one and misses. However, she swings on that one, hits it, and it's over the head of the shortstop. Minnesota gets their 4th hit. That's the first single all night for Minnesota. The rest were home runs. God mode up to bat. Am I peeking? I have no idea. One away here, ball or strike 1 inside for God mode. He's batting .258 this season. Can't really see his stats. 4 RBIs. No home runs. You know what? RBIs are awesome. Love a good RBI down at FTN. Ball 2 outside. That's going to be ball 3 inside. So he comes back in the count. After it's 1-1, now it goes 3-1. Wait, here, 1 on. Now count goes full. All right, the 3-2. It's going to be swung on, but out in the left. DC's back up the bat, 0 for 1 tonight. A pretty big game-changing home run last night against New York. We'll see, or no, 2 days ago against New York. And we'll see if he can do it again. On a count, he takes outside 2-0. All right, the 2-0 count to CC. He's going to swing on that one, and it's going to be in the left center gap. Opulence going to be able to get on their horse all the way to third. CC's going to go to second. No runner challenge at home, but that will be Minnesota's 5th hit of the night. Time, another extra base hit, actually. 4 extra base hits and 1 single. Dazer's up to bat. 2 runners on. He was the one who hit the home run originally, or first home run of the night for Minnesota. Could go 2 for 2 on home runs tonight. He will take strike 1. And he takes ball 1 down low, so hey, I think he can do it. Like 2 swinging. He's got 8 home runs on the season, 16 RBIs, so I'd say he's about half of his RBIs. Divide 8 divided by 2, or no, 16 divided by 2 is 8, my bad. I got a little ahead of myself. 1-2 is going to be swung on, and that will drop in center. So he's going to go for 2. No, he's going to go for 1. Both runners score at home. 5-1 Minnesota here in the bottom of the second. This is kind of depressing. They didn't walk Heyman. Okay. Well, home run and a single. Needs a double and a triple. Photo's up to bat for the 2nd time tonight. Minnesota's batting order already rounds around, and we're not even to the 3rd inning. Ball 1 outside, sorry. 1-0 count here for Photo. He's gonna take ball 2 outside. Now the 2-0. He's gonna swing on that one. First baseman, very easy catch. To the top of the 3rd we go. Didn't mess up the inning this time. Are you guys proud of me? I didn't mess up the inning. All right, Cal's back up to bat. I do not think that's an Uma cosplay this time. I have no idea what that is, actually. There is a mercy rule. We had it once. Florida Flamingos at Anaheim Stars. Florida won that game. They mercied in the 8th inning. All right, good to hear my mic isn't peaking like hell. It seems like those settings did work. Had a horrible mic peak yesterday, but how'd that change it? Go. First pitch from Kamen in this inning is 26th. Is going to be strike 1. Now Kamen hits and fires. Cal takes ball 1 upstairs. All right, now Cal's gonna hit that one. It's back, and it's gone. 2nd home run of the season. He's gonna stop. He's gonna keep going. The Bombers get 1 run back from that 3-run inning last time, and as he comes across the plate, 5-2 Minnesota. Bad night. Minnesota crowd not too happy, but here we go. I have no idea. Backs up to bat. Ball 1 downstairs. Oh, Kamen kicks and fires to the leadoff batter, and ball 1 upstairs. Ball 2 upstairs. I apologize. And ball 3 inside. All right, this is getting... All right, 3-0 count. And now he goes on a 3-1 fastball. Came in 32 pitches. I apologize. I'm trying to do something right now. And the 3-1 fouled off. That would have been the 3rd home run of the game for the Bombers. All right, full count here. It's on the game now. So thankfully, finally finished what I was supposed to be doing originally. Full count, going to be grounded to the first baseman and out number 1. Fathers up the bat, hit the first home run and the first run of the game, especially for New York. And on away, he's going to look to try to get New York within 2. Down 3. And he takes ball 1 upstairs. Right? Now Father hits it back, and it's gone! His 2nd home run of the game for the Bombers. Minnesota not happy, and this guy's homered twice in 2 at-bats. And he brings the Bombers within 2. Photo. Well, I'm pretty sure most runs of this game, so I think we've already got 8 combined runs. 6 of those have been home runs. And now that's going to be home run. No, it's not going to be home run number 5 of the day. He's going to throw that one in, and Boyd Snoopy gets the Bombers another hit. Oh, my. That was almost gone. That would have been the 9th run, dude. That would have been the 9th run in this game, 7th one due to the home run, and that's been really interesting. All right, well, bottom ticker back on your screen. We appreciate you for waiting and ignoring our technical difficulty. I mean, the home run derby was last night in real life, so 2-0 count here for BDF. After this inning, I'm going to have to get a water if I'm going to be screaming like this. My voice is feeling a little bit of pain. Here we go, the 2-0 count to BDF, taking ball 3. That is not the New York. Alright, so fun fact, I'm an idiot. 3-1 count here. Final score, first one of the night. The Breeze went over the Surge 6-5. I'll update that shortly, but I'm having fun and with well, that's going to be hit and caught by the third baseman, BDF. Oh, down and it's a double play! Oh my gosh! The man in New York got off waivers, just got doubled up. That is depressing. Wow, that is... I feel... Oh, wow. Alright, bottom of the third we go. Boyd Snoopy, first pitch! Warning track power! And it drops off the wall! That fella's gonna be able to have a long single. I thought that was gonna be extra bases. Man. Wow. Strike one taken for wrecked. That's going to be another hit. Now ball one. 7 hits on the night for New York. And Rex swings on the 2-1, caught by the second baseman. They do not double up the runner at first. Manther's up to bat. Homer does the last at bat. And that's fouled off. Hits the fan. No, I think he caught it with the glove if he's a lefty or righty. No, it's a righty. My bad. One count now. Ball one taken down low. And that's going to be grounded. Could easily be 2 to second. It's safe to first. It's also safe. That's not marked. No, that does get marked as an error on New York side. Opulence back up the bat. And ball one taken. The waivers is wrong. I apologize about that. I will update that with accurate information. 1-1 count. And one away, 2 runners on for Opulence. 2 RBIs this season, can make it 3, but that's going to be grounded to third. And the first, it's out. Football God is up to bat. And that ends any sort of rally Minnesota had going. To the top of the 4th we go. That's Minnesota's first inning without a home run tonight. All right, I will be back. You guys enjoy the game. I need to grab a water.
missed a single. I don't know where it went. Did he be able to loop in the left, I'm pretty sure. Right, I don't know. Let's see. Looper in the left field. I'm back, I have my water. Always drink water if you commentate a game. I will give you that advice. DeGrom. Takes ball one down low. From Kane. Anyways. No count for Cayman. And now DeGrom takes strike one, so a 1-1 count. One count. DeGrom could easily actually tying runs at the plate right now. DeGrom could easily tie it with one swing of the bat. And he fouls that one off, stays alive. I'm back. I apologize for the quietness. You know, I had a small segment planned for later, but 2-2 count. DeGrom takes outside ball 3. You know, with how exciting this game is, I don't think I need to show that segment. Freeze win over the Surge, 6-5. Job. And that's going to be hit. Infield, they're going to let it drop. No, don't, wait! No pick off. I thought I saw the runner all the way at second for some reason. I think I just hallucinated that. Let's check your standings. There's that. Cayman, I think, is about to kick and fire. Yes, he will. One away here for C. Jones. He takes ball upstairs, ball 1. You can see at the bottom, Wood Snoopy, their starter for tonight. San Francisco received Aura this season under a no pitching / catching clause. And Siegel's gonna hit that one over Opulus' head. I don't know how to pronounce their name, I apologize, but Opulus? Yeah, I think so. Icy's up the bat, 2 runners on. Yes, it is. Tying run at first, go ahead at the plate. Cayman does not want to go ahead. Went up a go ahead. Further rework for Floyd, and I don't know who that Korean pitcher is. Cayman, but. And I won't try to make any guesses. No count here. Icy's 0 for 1 tonight. 1-0 count. 1 away. He swings on that one and misses. One count. Cayman kicks and fires to Icy. He swings and misses on the pass. A 1-2 count. You got 2 runners on. You got 1 out. I can't change cameras. Cayman kicks and fires. Icy takes ball 2 down low. Infield isn't well, no, they're playing for the double play right now, but they aren't going to bunt shift or anything.
2-2 count. And that ball's going to be hit to the warning track. It's in the gap. 1 run will definitely score. I don't know about 2. Ball gone around, third comes home, and this game is within one. Cal's up to bat, homered earlier tonight. And seeing as father hit 2 home runs tonight against Cayman, I'm pretty sure Cal might be able to do the same. Go-ahead run at second, tying run at third. Cayman kicks and fires. Cal! Swing! Drive! Gone! Minnesota's clearly not happy. He hits a 3-run shot to give the Bombers a 2-run lead. Home run of the season. 8th RBI of the season. Cayman's not happy about that. And they're going to go for a pitching change. Ducks is up to bat. The leadoff hitter is 0 for 2 tonight. I think they're going to put that fella on the mound. And yes, he is. He goes on the mound. A 1 count. That fellow pitches a taken strike. Seven 5 here. And that ball's going to be hit. Infield. Dazer's able to get it. Throws across the plate. And it is out. Number 2. The diamond. Sorry. Not plate. Throws across the diamond. What the hell am I saying? Father's up to bat. Mike Clevenger is the animation of choice for that fella, and Father's 2 for 2 tonight. 2 home runs, could get a third easily. Noah kicks and fires, ball 1 down low. Father takes strike 1. A little warm in my room, as you know, it's been pretty bad recently. The Honolulu Heat reference. 1-1 count. Ball 2 upstairs. Minnesota definitely not happy about this inning. Gave up 4 runs this inning. And that cost them the lead. And that's going to be hit down the right field line. It does drop. Father doesn't hit a home run this time, but he does get a base hit regardless. 3 for 3 tonight. Man, I forgot who hit. I said earlier in the game, I forgot who hit the first home run. Father definitely made me remember his name. Well, I was teammates with him in a different league. Pretty good guy regardless. Pretty fun guy to be around. Boyd takes upstairs ball 1. So it's not like I hate him or anything. I actually like the guy. It's just more or less, I suck at remembering the lineups. Boyd's up to bat. 1-0 count. Kicks and fires. Strike 1 taken. Outside corner. 4th inning already, and we've got 12 combined runs for the Bombers and Blizzards alike. 18 hits. Ball 2 inside. And a 2-1. Oh, kicks and fires. That's going to be fouled off. It does hit a fan in the arm. Now the 2-2 fouled off once again. 2-2 count. Ball 3 taken. Now a full count. Fella disengages, gets off the mount, tries to take some time. And that one's going to be hit to the shortstop. CC able to catch it. God modes up the bat. Bottom of the 4th here. Not the best inning for Minnesota. Gives up, I think, about 5 hits, 4 runs. Ball 1 taken. And I think Voigt gets back on the mound for another inning of work. Yes, he does. 15 ERA, doing a good job at attempting to lower his ERA tonight. 1-1 count. Now gives Godmo the 1-2. 3-run homer off of Noiseless Cayman. Now ball 2 taken. And that ball's going to be hit. And it bloops in center. No, it doesn't. Cal comes in at the last second to catch it at shortstop. CC up the bat. Yeah, maybe I should look down more. Ball 1 taken. One 0 count. CC takes the ball 2. Pitch outside. And now he checks on that one. Strike 1, third base up as he went. Pretty sure that was off the plate anyways. So he did go there. And CC's high towering fly out. No, is it going to bloop? Yes, it does. Nobody's at first to cover anyways, but he was safe regardless. Is that an error? Does that get marked as an error? No, it does not. So that's Minnesota's 9th hit off of an error. Dazer's up to bat. And now Mad Knight takes outside, ball 1. Two 1 count here. And Dazer takes ball 3. And Dazer hits that one. Oregon is still going crazy. And he's going to hit a 2-run shot to tie the game up. He's hitting to take the again around the bases. Second home run tonight. Hi, Bernie. Oh, Oregon is still going crazy. Okay, the Oregon has decided to stop finally. There's a point, man. There's a time and place. That was not the time and place. They didn't walk Cayman again. He comes in the frame. And Now one up photos up the bat. Photos 0 for 2 tonight. Can make it 1 for 3. This game is tied. Seven. And that ball's gonna be hit. Photo! The wall! And it's gone! 2-1 shot! 9 for the Blizzards. 9-7 Minnesota. And Wall came in for photo. It doesn't end well. Oh, 2-run homers back to back. That was up the bat. And man, the reliever can give the Blizzards a 3-run lead. Ball one taken. What a game. And now Dapella takes ball 2 upstairs. Man, what a... Definitely not a game you want to miss. Take strike 1. 16 combined runs and 21 combined hits across both teams. Fouled off. Strike 2. Two, swung on and missed. I think he tried to check it. First base, something still said he went regardless. Wrecked is up to bat. Wreck taking a little bit of time, almost got an automatic out for Minnesota there. 4 seconds remaining, however. He checks on that one, but I think it was a strike anyways. I know. How hard the batters are hitting. I mean, man. Wreck takes strike 2. So no 2 count. Beautiful field here in Minneapolis. Beautiful skyline 2. That's going to be grounded to third. All the way over the diamond. And the first BDF is up the bat. Top of the 5th we go. 9-7 ball game. But struck across the league right now on your other games. Server 1's done, server 2's done, server 3 is us. Ball 1 upstairs. Ocala leads the Fighters 8-1. Atlanta tied with San Francisco 5-5 in the 6th. Arizona beating the piss out of the Ravens 10-0. And that's definitely not a good look for the Ravens there. Strike 1 checked on, and I think third base upset. He went. I think that was a ball, at least in my opinion. 1-1 count here to BDF. Ball 2 just outside. Let's check Fella's ERA right now. If we go over and check. 15 ERA, 1 strikeout. No walks. Fella's going to come out to the plate. And he and BDF are going to have relations. I don't know what they're doing. They're going to be talking like friends. Then they go back into their respective places. They both engage, batter and pitcher. 2-1 count for BDF. Fella, the lefty, kicks and fires. Takes strike 2. Lefty on lefty matchup. 2-2 count. Ball 3 outside. Full count now. BDF 0-2. 0 for 2. Both of them disengage, both batter and pitcher. Now they get back in the box and on the rubber. Bella kicks and fires. That's going to be hit. BDF just one to center field. 4th home run of the season. This brings the Bombers within 1. 9-8 Minnesota. Call that 98. Ball got up the bat. Oh, what a game. Football God hits one shallow center, and CC's able to catch it at short. And it goes over the wall like the home run earlier, but that one doesn't count. Demo up the bat, first at bat of the night. .429 batting average. 1 home run, pretty sure we watched it live on FTN 2 days ago. 2 RBIs, 889 OPS, and 1 strikeout this season. Hey David, it's not the Timberwolves, it's the Blizzard. Thank you. What a game it has been tonight. 0-1 count. Damo takes ball 1 inside. Count equals out. 1-1. Oh my God! Party like it's 1997. I like your username. Ball or strike 2 taken inside. You know, party like it's 1997. I know it's not the exact quote, ball 2 upstairs, but it reminds me of what Spencer Gallagher said after winning in Talladega about 2018 in the Xfinity Series, when it was called Xfinity. Anyways, 2-2 count, 1 away here. The Blizzard's trying to get out the inning. I'm going to let you guys see the scorecard for this game. First inning, there's been a run scored in every inning. Yeah, we're not counting each half. The only halves that weren't scored, and Demo goes down on strikes, is the top half of the 2nd inning and the bottom half of the 3rd. Eagles up to bat. What a game it has been so far. It's hoping to give Minnesota a goose egg in the column in the next half of the inning, which would be the bottom of the 5th. We're almost halfway through this game, and we have a combined 17 runs. And if you want to go technical, 11 hits across both sides. So 22 hits and an error. That's going to be fouled off. Okay, 2 fouls. That's going to be in the dugout. Came in, not able. Oh, wait, he does get it in the dugout. W catch done. Mathers up to bat here in the bottom of the 5th. All right. Panthers up to bat. Strike 1, swinging and missing. Which player are you? Are you in the game right now? 0-1 count. Now upstairs 1-1. I don't think there's a catcher for New York. So I think there's 8 players. Ball 2 downstairs. No. Got the infield. Got the outfield. Okay. That's working perfectly fine. That ball is going to be hit in the left, and it drops. So Minnesota gets their 12th hit of the night. Opulence up to bat. No home runs this season. Could make it very easily make it number 1. What a game. It's been an ERA destroyer, but still regardless, a fun game. Strike 1, swinging and missing on that one. Up and in. 1 on. There he is. There's the nice man. And Opulence takes ball 1 down low. Panther on first. He's not going to lead at all. Very wise. Strike 2, swinging and missing on a pitch inside. I think that would have been a cutter. I'm just going to take a guess there. I'm going to take a random guess. No worries. Strike 3, swinging and missing. And that's the first out of the inning for the Bombers. God mode up the bat, 0 for 2 tonight with a flyout. Ball 1 upstairs. One 0 count. Takes ball 1 down low. Here we go. The 2-0. That's going to be hit. Could be 2. Throw to second over the first. And it is a double play. Best comes up to bat here on the top of the 6th. And New York looking for 1 more to run to tie this game. Tying run is up at the plate as he crawls. And go ahead would. Oh, if he gets on, go ahead would be at the plate. Anyways, glad to see you're tuned in. I do agree with that comment, though. I think they started out as Doosan, didn't get a win for the first 3 to 4 games, and now they've got 5 wins. I mean, regardless, it's been about 10 games, but, you know, they're batting .500 on the season in the last 10 games, I guess, so not bad for them. Not too bad. Not too shabby for a horrible start to the season. And speaking of which, we'll take a look at your standings here in a second. 0-1 count. Now 1-1 low and away. But as you can see there, New York's only about 2 games back. San Francisco won tonight. So if New York doesn't want to go 3 games back to the Jailbirds, they will have to win tonight against Minnesota. Actually, I might be lying about that. Let me check. Okay, no, the Jailbirds game hasn't finished tonight. I apologize. I got them confused for the Ospreys. Best swings on that one in center. And Manther's under it. Throws that away. Free ball for the bullpen. Who's a Nicktoons compensation? Let's check your other games, by the way. Server 3's us. You want to come watch? 11-3 Orbit in the bottom of the 6th. 5-5 Atlanta and San Francisco in the bottom of the 7th. And 10-2 Arizona, Chicago. Now, the interesting thing about the Chicago game, they were down 5-1 and came back from the 7th inning on. And they won 10-5. So, if anyone can pull a crazy comeback off, I wouldn't count the Ravens out. Cal goes 0-2 in the count. You can watch the Atlanta and San Francisco game on Who's Hawks Twitch. 2-0 count here. I will update that with accurate information, actually. Checked on that one. Third base upset. He went. A lot of failed check swings tonight, more than usual, and probably saying that due to recency bias. Swing and a miss, strike two on a pitch down low. I don't think I saw that. I don't think that was posted, at least. Oh, Aviator Ace. Yeah, no. I read the name wrong. Oh, so Void Stoopy is Nicktoons. Okay. My bad. Full count here for Cal. One away, so 3-2-1. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And I think we did see a 3-2-1 double play the other night on FTN. Or not the other night, but I know we have at some point. I just can't remember when. Count taken, strike 3. Cal goes down on strikes and does not hit a home run that time. Vex is up to bat. 0 for 3 tonight. No strikeouts, I think. And nice baby blue jerseys, by the way. I really love baby blue on a jersey. Very well done. 2-way here for Vex. Ball 1 taken down low. Yeah, I haven't seen Aviator that much recently in HCBB. I know my first season when I was broadcasting, I think I got to commentate alongside him in the World Series. That game, I had internet issues randomly, but luckily, the next time I got to do a World Series game, season 24, no internet issues for me. So I'm pretty happy about that. Ball 2 outside for Vec. And I think FTN's come a long way since the debut in Season 23. We debuted Season 23. Chiba was at Hanwha, and we had a recreated AT&T Sportsbook overlay. That will be the 12th hit of the night for the Bombers. And tying run on first. Go ahead at the plate. And personally, we've come a long way since then. We first adopted this graphic package in, it was Season 23. Season 24 is the first time we adopted this graphics package. That's when IPU and HCBB and the Blitz League all alternated. Strike 1 taken for Father. 3 for 3 tonight. 2 home runs and I think a single. This graphics package has been here for about the last year or two, based off the old FTN NASCAR package. I've been thinking of retiring it after Season 30, so I think we've had over 25 or 20 games with it, maybe reaching 25 now. Hey, maybe we'll hit 50 next season. That's going to be another hit for the Bombers, 13-12. Hits-wise, it's 9-8. In Minnesota's favor. So go ahead at first. Nicktoons, now that I know it's him. He's up the bat. Insurance run would be at the plate. 1-0 count. I think a double here ties the game. Could possibly, a double could possibly give the Bombers the lead. 2-0 count here. These two teams have been red hot ever since getting off the gate. In the first inning, they both had home runs from their 2-hole hitters. Father and Daza respectfully. Then it just all went downhill from there scoring-wise. Strike 1 taken for Void Snoopy. Nicktoons, first game of the season, 333 batting average. No home runs, no RBIs. Could change that with 1 swing of the bat. Either or stat. Could be both. 2-1 count. Fouled off. On our poll, 4 people have voted. 75% say the Blizzards are going to win tonight. 25 say the Bombers are going to win tonight. Thank you for voting. And we appreciate your contribution. 2-2 count here. That's going to be hit. It's going to be at the warning track. And Mantha's under it. Ruins any sort of rally the Bombers could have had. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Nick Toons with a horrible flyout against Fell. And here comes CC up the bat. One, two, three order going to be up here for Minnesota. Ball one outside. Nick Toons, 82nd pitch in the yellow stem mark at this point. I agree. Now ball 2. 40-60 have now voted. 5 votes. Thank you for voting. 7 viewers. Thank you all for tuning into this exciting game tonight. Definitely a classic as we... And you know what? I can kind of agree with the complaining on why the center fielder was that deep. 3-1 count now. What do you do here? You try to get something easy in the strike zone, or do you just walk him? And he's gonna fly out to right. Football God able to catch that. And that ball's gonna get thrown away. Nobody's gonna move at third. Out number 1. Dazer's up to bat. The 2-hole hitter. 2 home runs and a single. And I think they're going to actually replace Nick Toons after 86 pitches. Damo's up the bat, his first appearance of the season. And, oh boy, I'm hoping they don't pitch right now. I think that's his name. Look over here. Yes, it is. And strike 1 taken for Dazer. 3 for 3 tonight. Could go 4 for 4. I still want to win these for 4 for 4. Game times being posted along your screen. Both 8 p.m. games are completed. And make sure to check out HCBB Network on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Maybe we'll get the this game uploaded. This is a pretty good game to post highlights for. And I think they complain about Damo's appearance, so he changes it to the default using a cap. As he still has a smile on his face. 0-1 turns into the 1-1. 1-1 count here, 1 away. Minnesota leads by 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Ball 2 down low, and this 7th inning stretch, let's go over some cool stats. Two 1 count, Dazer takes inside ball 3. Three 1 count. And they walk Dazer, so he's going to go over on the first. Noiseless came in up to bat, the original starting pitcher for Minnesota. 5 home runs, 10 RBIs. He's half of his RBIs. 468 batting average, 920 OPS, and 5 strikeouts on the season. There's Dazer as he takes the lead, goes back. Here's the pitch from Demo, outside, strike 1. 1 runner on, no outs. Or 1 out. No runners in scoring position. 1 swing of the bat with how easy scoring's been this game. As that's going to go straight to the first baseman for the second out. Definitely going to be recoverable if you give up a run or 2 here. With how, let's say, explosive the scoring's been from both sides tonight. 2 away here. 1 on and Photos up the bat. And they replace him for Yam. So Yam's first at bat of the game. And they in-walk Yam for Fella. They in-walked Cayman for photo. No, it's a home run to give the Blizzards the lead 9-8. And they in-walk Yam for Fella. I'm just saying, I'm seeing history could possibly repeat itself. Fella takes strike one. Fella's the reliever for the Blizzards, so both teams have tapped into their bullpens tonight. 8th pitch for the New York reliever as he goes on the 9. Ball one upstairs. No need for anything fancy. A ground out could get an out here for New York. And that's going to be hit. Is it an out? Yes, it is. As we go on to the 7th inning stretch. Let's go on to some facts. Here's every HCBB team to get player managered. Every team is color-coded. The only other teams on here are going to be the SoftBank Hawks, Fighters, and Doosan Bears. But take a nice look at this graph. If you want, you can pause, take a bigger look at it. And I hope that was enough time. As we now go on to our fact number 2, or the other slide. The only notable teams here are going to be the Raptors and Spartans, who have never been player managered in the last 8 seasons of HCBB. And those two have been in the game since season 23 or 24 and 25 respectively. Raptors joined in 25. I think the Spartans joined in 24. Anyways, we're going to go back to tonight's game here in the 7th. Top of the 7th here. 9-8 ball game. BDF is going to lead us off after the 7th inning stretch. 48 pitches for Fella. Ball one outside. Let's check in on your other games for tonight. As I've clarified 2 times already tonight, League Server 3 is going to be us, so we're going to go check League Server 4. 11-4 for the Ocala Orbit. Fella disengages. 5-5, top of the 9th against the Atlanta Rebels and Jailbirds. New York, if they lose tonight, they want the Rebels to score right now. As are the away team. BDF takes strike one. And finally, the Firebirds are leading 10-5, so Chicago is trying to make some sort of comeback. But they need 5 more runs in the next 2 innings to do it. And it's their bottom half of the inning. That's going to be live on SCSN. The Jailbirds game is the Jailbirds Rebels game is going to be live on Who's Hawks Twitch channel. Both are actually on Twitch, so go check out Seattle Broadcasting Network. Some good friends of FTN. And we hope you're enjoying tonight's coverage. 2-1 count here for BDF. He's going to disengage. Hello. Retired numbers over there. 98, 73, 42, 15, and 3. 2-2 count. BDF, one swing of the bat ties this ball game. 17 combined runs. 25 combined hits. Yes, I am right. 1 combined error. That's going to be New York's lone error for tonight. So the only thing that seems like it's going to be single digits is going to be the error column, which is probably good for both teams. 2-2 count. BDF takes strike 3, and he goes down on strikes. Football God got a single earlier, helped towards one of the runs that New York needs to catch up. Minnesota. Ball went upstairs. As I've clarified a few times, we see a few fans in the stands. Also packed house here in Minnesota. Very beautiful skyline here. Very beautiful background. Bella's going to kick and fire. The 1-0 count now turns to 1-1. Now if we turn around here, I'll just let us get a good view. Season 26 champions. That's going to be the Minnesota Blizzards. Very beautiful Minneapolis skyline here. You can see the basketball stadium over there to the right of us, and that's going to bloop. So tying run gets aboard for New York. Yam's going to field that in. And 1 on, 1 out. Damo's up to bat. Struck out his last time up. Top of the 7th. Damo takes ball 1. Organist trying to cheer the players on. Noah kicks and fires. Ball 2 inside. Oh, you guys call him Mop? All right, I'll call him Mop. My bad, my bad. I apologize, Mop, for mispronouncing your name numerous times. I think he's a reliever for the Bombers. Now he takes strike 1. Thank you for telling me the name. It is confusing learning a lot of people's usernames and learning how to pronounce them, so... I apologize. Anyways... 2-1 count here. Fella kicks and fires. Mop! Deep left field! And it is gone! Through the entrance. Someone probably got hit walking back. And New York takes the lead. He's gonna stop. Now he's gonna continue going. On a 1-out pitch. The Bombers take the lead here in the top of the 7th. Siegel's up the bat. 15 hits on the night for the Bombers. "19 combined runs. Siegel takes strike 1. And that ball's going to be hit. Caught by CC at short. And 2-away here. Well, let's check New York's important game to see if... Because San Francisco holds the 8th playoff spot. Wrong server. It is in San Francisco's court now to not do anything stupid. San Francisco is in the 8th spot now. Let's take a look at your standings. They're 8th. New York is in 10th. 2 games, or no, I think, yeah, they're 2 games back right now. Arizona also tied with San Francisco. They look on pace to win. Let's check on that game too. And 10-5 for them, still in the top of the 8th. And that's going to be hit in the left. Yam able to pick it up. Brecht is up to bat. Bottom of the 7th. Yep, pandemonium here in Blizzard Field. Blizzard Park, I forgot what I called it. Hello? Blizzard Park is the official name. And if we go and get a nice, good view of the stadium over here, everyone looks very tiny from this point of view, this vantage point. We got a fan right there. Actually, 2 fans right there. We got... I think I can count 4 fans. If you can count more, that'd be nice. Strike 1 taken by Rex. No, I think I count 5 fans, actually. 5 fans here. At Target Stadium. Or, no, in Blizzard Park. Sorry, I can't call it that. That's copyright. Rex is on an 0-1 count. Mop, who just hit the go-ahead home run, might have given himself the credited win tonight. And taking some time off the mound. Hello, Bernie. How are you today? Wearing a nice tropical shirt. Bob kicks and fires. That's popped up. And caught. Not even past the pitcher's mound. You know, next time I update Minnesota Stadium, I'm going to add a bullseye right there and say first to hit it in a game gets 1,000 Robux. All right, Mop forgot to change his appearance, changes it back. Manther homered earlier tonight, robbed the Bombers of a possible game-tying run, but seemed to be a good move because now the Bombers are ahead 10-9, and he needs to hit another home run possibly to tie this ball game back up in Minnesota's favor. "50-50 votes here tonight. 6 votes, 3 each between the Bombers and the Blizzards in our FTN Who Will Win poll. 0-2 count here for Manther. 1 away. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 away. Manther with not that good of an at-bat. 1 down on 3. Photos back up. Hit a home run. Gave the Blizzards the lead. Now he might need to score another run to tie the ball game back up for the Blizzards. Can he do it? Bob gets back off the mound. Organist not doing any of his special work. That's going to be hit, and it will bloop. So tying run is aboard for the Blizzards. Go-ahead run comes up to the plate. God mode, 0 for 3 tonight. Ball went upstairs for God mode. Here we go. 1-0 count. Fans starting. That's not what they're making, actually. That's not the right sound. You know what? I'm just going to change that. Fans on their feet. God mode on a 2-0. He's going to hit that one foul. One count. He takes strike 2. Bob trying to get out of this inning clean, giving his team the best chance to win. The 2-2. Inside, ball 3, full count. Bob kicks and fires the full count pitch. It's a walk. Oh, no! That's not the person you want up in this situation. He hit a 3-run homer against New York to win the game before. He can do it again, surely. CC has the fans on their feet. 2 runners on, tying in scoring position. Go ahead on first. He takes strike 1. Insurance run at the plate. 0-1 count for CC. He swings on that one. Strike 2. Not his best work. He's going to try to work the count back up. Definitely some pressure getting to him right now. But we'll see if he can conquer it. He's going to hit that one. Infield dribbler. And it goes through the grass. That's going to load the bases. What's the ruling on that? What's the ruling on that? What's the ruling on that? Out plus, the fans here in Minnesota go quiet. And this is going to be a challenge for Minnesota, I guess, in a sense. Or no, for New York, because the call on the field is safe. They're waiting for the board of directors, and I don't know what happened there. That's a big game-changing at-bat. If the board of directors, well, definitely one side's going to be mad about that. Dazer announces he's ready. But, man. Hi, Johnny. We'll never know, will we, Father? I think he's trying to quote Kanye there. I think New York's trying to argue Mop was going to get it, and Minnesota's saying Father wouldn't have gotten it. Now the thing is, I don't have a view of how far Cece was down the line. This is realism. It'll boost viewers, I think. Thank you, Photo. Yep, I agree, and that's what the people want to see. We're fighting. I'm going to give you a better view here. That's where the ball was. Father now has the ball, and they're talking it out. I think we want bases loaded here. We're not facing Dazer with bases loaded when we don't gotta. So, definitely a whole game-changing at-bat here. Kamen says he can walk in. That would tie the ball game here. 10-9 New York. Dazer has 9 home runs, 20 RBIs on the season, batting .533. And I think, no, I don't know if Orbital's going to outplus. 1 OPS, 3 strikeouts, and let's go check the pitching stats. No ERA from Mop. 1 strikeout, 3 walks. 3.7 whip, 3.75 whip, no home runs allowed, no win or losses tonight. So, we're waiting to see what happens. And in the meantime, let's look at the retired numbers for Minnesota. Number 3 for Cal, number 15 for Dion, number 42 for Jordan, number 73 for Yam, who's currently on the field right now, playing, I think it's going to be... No, he's not playing a position. He's in the left field tonight, though. There's Yam. And number 98 for me is, why not? I'm right here. Wow. This is... I'm pretty sure people have debated, because the ball has gone through the wall before and through the floor. It's just not that common. BOD's checking as we speak. Extras in San Francisco has been announced, so let's go take a look at that. League Server 5, Atlanta has a 6-5 lead over San Francisco. So this is possibly a game-changing, could be season-changing at bat. Arizona scores another run, so in the top of the 8th or 9th, either or. And Jordan says it's not. They're arguing it in general. It's not an out plus. I can see it right now in general. He says it's not an out plus. And he says out plus it. So Jordan says out plus. They're going to try to play rock, paper, scissors. He's being swayed by Leonidas. Read 2 messages up. I'm very confused at what this is right now. We apologize for the delay. I'm gonna put the Atlanta and San Fran game on right now. So it's called out in season 27, so I don't know why it changed now. You can't outplus. Now let's pull up another stream here. And no, it is outplus. So to the top of the 8th we go. Man, this is unfortunate for Minnesota. They come back into the field. Bella gets back on the mound. Cal's going to be up the bat. 2 for 3 tonight. This changes the momentum for Minnesota. I'll put another up here in a second. Ball 1 taken. I think he just wanted to face New York on bases loaded. Top of the 8th here. 1-1 count for Cal. I have a Chick-fil-A sandwich. And 2 games just ended. Ocala wins 10-5 or 11-5. And Atlanta wins 6-5. So Ocala keeps 3rd in the league. This is very good for the Bombers as we speak, and for the Firebirds. And Cal takes ball 2. Two count for Cal here. Strike 3 swinging. Vex comes up the bat. 1 away here for Fella. And I think it's going to be a good thing for the Wizards here. They got 1 out. Chicago signs blank. Yeah, that was an actual signing put in the transaction, so I counted it. Plus, it would be really funny. And Fella disengages for now. So unfortunately for the Fighters, a game that they could have won to take 3rd, because both of them were tied in the standings, they cannot tie it. So Ocala keeps 3rd for now. However, we've still got about, I think, roughly 13, 14 games left of the season after this, so we'll see what happens. And strike 1 taken. That's going to be fouled off for strike 2. So Atlanta actually catches up on San Francisco. However, I think Arizona is going to win against Colorado, unless Colorado, or not Colorado, on Chicago, unless they can make some crazy comeback. And that's going to be hit. Infield. And second out. No! Oh boy, that's going to be argued. Oh boy, that's going to be argued. That talks. That's going to be argued, and I don't think it will, actually. Strike 1 taken for Father. I didn't see a swing on my side. And now, Father's going to pop that one up. Are they going to let it drop? No. Damon catches it for the second out. And I think this is the final game running tonight. Yeah, that game's over. So I think Arizona did close it out 11-5 over the Ravens. So very unfortunate there. That's going to be hit in the center and it drops. That's going to put 2 runners on for New York, and I think the Ravens fall 2 games behind the Breeze. Hello. Hello, BDF. And Yam's going to go on the mound. Take some time to let him settle in. I apologize about the big boring section of this broadcast. Had a pretty crazy challenge call. Was ruled in New York's favor. And that was the final out of the 7th inning. So now Minnesota has to make a 1-run comeback to tie this ball game. 2 runs to win it. 17 hits for the Bombers, 14 hits for the Blizzards. And I think that's 31 combined hits. Bottom sticker going to go through all of your game scores, league info, all of that good stuff. 2-0 count here for BDF. 9 viewers, thank you all for tuning in. Yam kicks and fires, 3-0 on BDF. They're going to start cheering. They're going to try to give the energy to Yam so he can get BDF out. Rio. 2 runners on, 2 out. Here we go. The pitch of Yam's appearance. Kicks and fires. Strike 1 taken for BDF. 3-1 count. Do you swing here? Do you take? I'd say BDF has a good eye, but I don't know. The pressure might get to him. Insurance run on second, first, and at the plate. And he takes strike 2. Yam coming back from a 3-0 onto a 3-2. 12 viewers, thank you all for tuning in. Mound Visit, sponsored by Mound Visit Uniforms. There talks to Yam. Whoa. Camera behind the backstop. Full count, 2 outs, 2 on. 1-run lead for the New York Bombers. Yam kicks and fires. That's going to be popped up. And someone gets to it in time. Damon under it. Gets the 3rd out of the inning. Danger's up the bat. Gonna walk around. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's taking long on purpose. He's rounding the bases, maybe calling a shot in a very exaggerated way. Gonna stand at third. He's walking around. Unknown as to what he's doing. As he's now getting a train to follow him. He's got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And counter does not hit 5. Crowd will quiet down. It's on the left, and it's gone! Taking on the first pitch he sees, hits it out, ties the ball game for Minnesota. Good thing it wasn't out for New York, or that would have been a grand slam. And they're ties the game with one swing. He's gonna come across the plate. He calls a shot, and he absolutely crushes it. Heyman's up to bat. Oh my gosh. 1 for 2 tonight. 10-10 ball game. Everything is double digits except the air column. Strike one taken on Cayman. Oh man. Dazer with the 3-home run game. Could be game MVP if the Blizzards win this. Cayman takes upstairs ball 1. Oh, what an intense game. I'm definitely losing my voice after this game. 1-1 count turns into the 2-1. And exactly, the Bombers player is saying what a game. I can't blame them. This is definitely one of the best games this season. That's going to be hit straight to the left fielder and caught. Hello, I don't know who you are, but good catch there. Yams up the bat. I'm already losing my voice. I might have to get a sub in here. And Yam's gonna hit that to left. Is it caught? No, it drops. That's gonna be another hit for the Blizzards. I think they're on hit number 17. No, number 16. All right, I was counting correctly. 70% of people say the Bombers are gonna win. 30% say the Blizzards are gonna win, and that's 10 votes. A 10-10 ball game here in the bottom of the 8th. That would have been a grand slam if they didn't walk or if Dazer didn't get outplussed, or no, if CC didn't get outplussed when Dazer came up. 2 up and out for Fella, the reliever. Now Yams, the reliever, who's on first. Maybe a slight lead. Yes, you can see his foot off the bag in the corner. Pop. Dixon fires the 2-0. Fella takes strike 1. I don't think that was what he was looking for. Minnesota fans getting back up on their feet. And strike 2 taken. Oh, disengages, gets back in the box. 2-2 count. He wants to be the one to hit the go-ahead. He wants to be the one to hit the game-winning. He's going to hit one. It's going to go in the center, and it will not be the game-winning run unless somehow they make a horrible error. Yam's going to go for 2. No, he won't. Father receives the ball, and Recht is up to bat. Here they go. The Blizzards. Go-ahead run on first. Insurance run at the plate. Recht gets in the box. Oh, man. My voice is actually gone. Oh my gosh. One-0 count here for Rex. He's gonna foul. The 1-0 offering by Mop-Off. That's gonna be caught by the third baseman. To the top of the ninth we go. And the fans go quiet here in Minnesota. Football gods up to bat. 2 for 4 tonight. Has a home run. 7 RBIs, 2 home runs, 500 batting average, 792 OPS, and 12 strikeouts on the season. Yam's going to get back on the mound. Strike one taken. Oh, man. This has been a very fun game tonight. Oh, 0-1 count. Football God has a homer tonight. Can he make it? 2 home runs on the night against the Blizzards. PM Yam. Ball one outside. The count equals itself 1-1. Yesterday was a thriller. Tonight's a thriller. 2 upstairs. A 2-1 count. Football God batting 500 on his games tonight. On tonight's game, 2 for 4. He's batting 500 this season also, if you look at his stats. His batting average in this game and in general are the same. 34%, or no, 36%, 11 votes on the FTN poll. Who's taking the W? 64% of you think the Bombers will take the win, and 36% think the Blizzards will take the win tonight. What a game tonight. Definitely going to be a final score of all time to look over. Want to guess the run time? 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 15 minutes. And I started the stream 3 minutes late, so in reality it should be 2 hours, 5 minutes. And guess what? 2-1 count to Football God. He's going to hit that one over the third baseman's head. No! That was able to receive it across the diamond and able to get the pitch over to Nerdy at first. Mop up the bat, the reliever, who almost got credited with the win if he could have held on. Unfortunately, Dazer was too much. Now we'll see if he can overpower Yam in this at bat. 14 viewers, thank you all for tuning in. One inside. Oh, 1-0 count. And now the 2-0. 2-0 count here from Mop. $11 viewers, thank you for tuning in. Yam deals. Ball 3 down low to Mop. Mop sees a 3-0. Yam pitched a 3-0 to BDFs, then came back in the count and got the third out of the top of the 8th inning. Can he do the same? No, he walks Mop up for Seagulls. Is he trying to work for a double play here? I don't think that was his original intention, but now you might try to get a double play. You can see Minnesota taking in a double play shift over here. Second baseman in a double play spot. Shortstop in the double play spot. Third baseman playing a little far out. Inside, ball 1 for Seagulls. Fans getting back on their feet. 1-0 count. They want to see Yam succeed. They want to see Yam get the final 2 outs and then a walk-off for Minnesota. 2 upstairs for Siegel's. If New York doesn't score, Minnesota can only win this game via a walk-off, which is obviously the most exciting way to win a ball game. 2-0 count. Yam kicks and fires. That's going to be popped up. Do you let it drop? No, you don't. You're going to throw over to first. No. Fish is up to bat. That's what I should call him, fit or fish. He said either works. He ain't batter, but not really, because obviously he joined away batting .365. I think he has a home run in the series already. He takes strike 1 against Yam. 2 away, 1 on. Go ahead run on first. Going to be go ahead run at the plate for both teams. Well, in this case, it's insurance for New York. 0-1 count. 1-1 count now, Fish against Yam. .365 batting average, 5 home runs, 9 RBIs, a .698 OPS, and 10 strikeouts on the season for the righty. Lefty against righty. Fish takes upstairs, ball 2. Yam has a 5.9 ERA on the season, 18 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 home runs allowed, 1.7 whip, and a 1-2 win-loss record. Yam kicks and fires. The 2-1 turns into the 3-1. Does he want to issue another walk? What do you do here, Yam? He's got a 3-1 count. A lot easier to work with than a 3-0. He disengages. A lot of fans behind plate. A lot of fans in the stands. Yam kicks and fires a 3-1. It turns into the full count. A 3-2 full count with the game possibly on the line. You got 1 runner on first. That's going to be your go-ahead run for New York. You got 1 runner at the plate, or not 1 runner, but a batter at the plate. That's going to be the insurance run. Damn. The reliever, he's at 22 pitches. 3-2 count. Runner leads. That's popped up. He's going to be out there arguing with CC. Fella gets priority and gets the 3rd out. Manther up the bat. Minnesota fans, nobody's sitting right now here in Blizzard Park. They're going to put Mop on for another inning. He's on for 38 pitches. .20 combined runs. One error across both teams and 33 combined hits. Bob kicks and fires. Ball 1 against Manther. 39 pitches. Yeah. Gotta have a homer to end it. Walk-off is the only way Minnesota can win now. Ball 2 outside for Manther. 3 for 4 tonight with a home run, his first of the season. And he has 2 RBIs, 279 batting average, 395 OPS, and 8 strikeouts this season. What do you do here? Pitcher disengages. Atmosphere very energetic here in Minnesota. 2-1, you can probably feel it from St. Paul. You got 2 balls and a strike. What do you do here if you're both sides? What do you do if you're Mop? What do you do if you're Manther? 2-1. Manther takes ball 3. I don't know if they're gonna walk him. I'd say that'd be kind of stupid. I don't know who they have up next. We got Photo up next. Definitely not a good person to walk for. We see what happened last time. Someone walked for Photo. That's going to be hit in the center. Will anyone be able to get it? Center field runs in. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to be the 17th hit for the night. On the night for the Blizzards. Photo's up to bat. We've seen what he can do with the runner on first. He hit the go-ahead run for the Blizzards earlier in the game to make the game 9-8. And now can he do it again? We've seen him come up in clutch, and they in-walk him for Nerdy. Hitting 167 in 6 games, no home runs, no RBIs, 5 strikeouts. Need another water, mine's already out. 58% say New York's gonna win, 42% say Minnesota's gonna win. 12 votes on the FTN poll. Ball 1 taken for Nerdy. I remember talking bad about a guy. Game 6 IPU Miami. Oh no, it was Doosan. And they picked off Mantha at first. 1 out with the pickoff move at first. Oh no. It's not good for Minnesota. Nerdy takes strike 2. I remember talking bad about a guy saying he probably wouldn't do anything. Busan against Yokohama in IPU. He did hit a home run, and Nerdy bunts it. Can he get safe? Yes, he is. He's safe. 18th hit of the night. That was a smart move by Nerdy. And he's dancing at first. On mode up the bat. Small ball right there. Mode hits one down the line. No, but is it going to be caught by football god? Yes, it is. Nerdy runs back. Not picked off that time. And here's CC up the bat. Where's Photo? Photo's back in the game. I don't know what happened. DC's 3 for 5 tonight. If you didn't walk him, you face taser. If you don't walk him, you risk the long ball. And it's not going to be the long ball. It's going to be caught. And we are heading to extras. Things quiet down here in Minnesota. What an intense game so far. I don't know if you guys can tell my voice is about to give out. I really don't. Yam stays on the mound. Cal. I think 2 home runs earlier this game. 2 for 4. He takes ball 1 upstairs. Top of the 10th here. Was trying to advertise the stream to a couple of my friends. I think they like what's going on here. You got a 10-10 ball game in the top of the 10th. Game on the line for both teams. For Minnesota, well, we'll go over the standings after this pitch. 2-1, Cal takes strike 2. For Minnesota, if you win, well, you might overtake Baltimore. I forget if they won or lost earlier tonight. But for New York, you get closer to making the playoffs, and San Fran lost. That's going to be hit. Warning track, it drops. And that's going to be another base hit. Cal goes 3 for 5 tonight. Backs up the bat. So Baltimore won tonight. So let's take a look at the standings again. Minnesota's 5 games back. They would stay tied with Baltimore, but more importantly, Nippon Ham is 4 games back after tonight's loss to Ocala. San Fran and Honolulu lost tonight, so they would also be a game ahead of those 2 games ahead regardless. Ball 1 taken inside. Welcome 10 to Maine. 17 viewers, thank you for tuning in. And more importantly, for New York, I mean, we've got 14 games left, but still, Every game matters at this point. They're going to let it drop. No. He tried to go for 2. Unfortunately, didn't work there. Father up to bat. More importantly here, Arizona won tonight. So they're going to be into the playoffs as we speak. But San Fran will be 8 games back. New York will be 9 back. And that'll mean San Fran needs 1 more loss. And New York needs 1 more win for New York to advance in the 9th after starting off the season pretty badly. I think 0 for 4, 0 for 5, if I can remember off the top of my head. And they started 1 for 7 in the season in the first 8 games. So, yep, Minnesota Timberwolves. Hi, Dressful. 1-1 count here, 1 away, 1 on. Go ahead run. Gonna be at first. Father has 2 home runs tonight. They're gonna pitch to him. He's gonna hit that one. It's gonna be near the warning track. Can the right fielder make enough ground? No, he can't. That's gonna drop. That could cost Minnesota a run. Ball gets thrown and Cal's not gonna go, but you have 2 runners in scoring position. Nick Toons is up to bat. Oh no. Not what you want to see here. 2 runners on in scoring position. 1 out. Yam kicks and fires. Ball went inside. Fans. Some of them standing out their seats. Some of them are New York fans. Some of them Minnesota fans. That's going to be hit. It's going to bloop. That's going to drop. 11-10. New York. Father rounds third almost. Thinks about it. Does not go. 20 hits on the night for New York. EDF is up to bat. 1 for 5. Double play ball is going to be possible here. You go and look. They're playing double play shift. He's moving around. Bears. Yam's gonna disengage for a long while here. And personally, New York, I think they went on a 2-game winning streak. Yeah, they went on a 2-game winning streak. They're now in 10th. They've overtaken Atlanta and Philadelphia. I think actually Atlanta would catch them if they lose tonight. So a lot of things happening here in the midpoint of the season, in the stretch, I guess you could call it, in the dog days of the season. But we'll definitely pay more attention on that as the season nears an end. Yam deals the 2-0 up and in on BDF. The PM for the Blizzards brought them the glory in season 26. This is 1 game of 33. Can he bring him the glory this time? In game 18. First of all, he need to do it by closing the game out. Second of all, hitting a home run to tie or even win the game. 1 strike here as BDF takes that. So a 2-1 count. Runners on the corners. Runner on first, runner on third. And BDF's gonna chop at that one. You let it drop? No, they don't. They're gonna go for the... They went for the out at first. I don't know why you don't let that drop. But you face football god in this position. 2 for 5 tonight. Hit a home run earlier tonight. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sometimes it breaks. Sometimes it doesn't. I tried to convince David to let me use it, and I tried to get help on it for 2 years. Fun. Obviously, I didn't try to make it work for 2 years straight. I just tried every now and then. Anyways, glad to see the efforts are being appreciated. That's going to be hit. It's going to drop, and that's going to score another run. 12-10 New York. This is not a good position for Minnesota. 2, 3, and 4 would have to get on base and homer for them to walk the game off. Yeah, I agree. Masahiro Tanaka is not that good of a pitcher. I will find any excuse to slander him. Is he even retired at this point? Hold on. Let's see. Is Masahiro Tanaka retired? Okay. NPB. Load. Yam. Pitches inside the mop. He is not, actually. He's played 10 games this year in NPB for the Giants. And 3.5 ERA. Not bad. All right. 1-0 count. 2 away here. 2 runners on the corners. Similar position. The last at bat, Mop. I think is the current reliever for New York. He's going to hit that one, and it's going to be at the warning track. Yam on pitch number 42 gives up a 3rd run this inning. Yeah, no, 3rd run this inning. 13-10 New York. This game is slowly getting out of hand. 22 hits on the night for the Bombers. Siegel's up to bat. Oh, Velpucks. This is something, all right. And Siegel's take, strike 1. Fans are not that happy at what's happening right now here in Minneapolis. The stadium feels like it's had life sucked out of it. 0-1 count. That's going to be hit, and it's caught. Bottom of the 10th we go. Dazer's up to bat, 4 for 4. 3 home run night with 1 single. He's got 10 home runs on the season, 21 RBIs. '19 viewers, thank you for tuning in. And waiting here for... Okay. Days is going to take forever again. I kind of expected a glove sound or anything. Beautiful FTN ad right there. I'm going to do a shameless plug. 20 viewers, thank you for tuning in. Minnesota just gave up 3 home runs in a crucial 10th inning. Ball went outside. 4 for 4 tonight. If Dazer crushes one, do you give him game MVP regardless if the Blizzards lose or win? I don't know. I'd say yes. Strike 1 taken, 1-1 count. '21 RBIs, 10 homers on the season for him. Batting over 500. Strike 2 inside. Blizzard Park trying to pretty much revive any life that it had. Taser takes strike 3. And here comes Kamen up, but that's a big piece of Minnesota's lineup out. And who do you have up next? Yam. So if Kamen can get on, Yam homers, then you only need 1 more run. Strike 1 taken. Swings on that one. It's going to drop. Yes, it will. That's going to be the 19th hit of the game. Yam's going to be up to the bat. Crowd getting back on their feet. Yam takes strike one. Up on 56 pitches. Yam takes ball one upstairs. Eamon on first. You got next up to bat. Bella. Bob disengages. I don't think they're going to do a pitching change. Yam also disengages. Nice Otani jersey. Eamon still on the bag. Bop on a 1-1 count. Using Clevenger. Kicks and fires. Yam pops that one up. Will anyone be able to get there? No. 25 viewers tuning in. 13-10. Bombers lead the Blizzards. Game's been going back and forth all night. 1-2 count. Yam fouls that one off. Eamon staying on first. Mop disengages. Yam gets out of the box. 5 seconds before the pitch clock expires, and we are good. Kicks and fires. Ball 2 outside, or no, down low, and we'll run it again. 2-2 count. Counts equal out. 1 runner on. Yam fouls that off. We'll rerun it again. I don't know how many more times I'm going to say this, but a really good at bat. Yam steps out the box. Here we go. Bop. The lefty on lefty matchup. Crushes the one. Center field. And it's gone. With a 2-run shot to bring the game within 1. Can you believe it? Minnesota Magic. I cannot believe it. Up the bat now. That's interesting. Dazers 5-1. One for 5 tonight. He takes strike 1. 3 home runs on the season. 10 RBIs. 429 OPS and 8 strikeouts this season. 0-1 count. He's going to swing on that one. It's going to be in the infield. Cal's able to get it. And out number 2. Minnesota down to their last out. Wrecked is 0 for 5 tonight. Oh, wow. 29 viewers. On their feet. That's going to be grounded. First baseman able to get it. And New York wins an absolute thriller here in Minnesota. Fans not happy. They are pretty disappointed with tonight's result. New York getting booed. This will help them significantly. This is a little inaccurate now. New York's now One game behind for Minnesota and still a game in front of Atlanta. Let's go over your final score for tonight. Well, New York wins this thriller 13-12. 22 hits. 19 hits for Minnesota. Or no, I think it's 20 actually. Pretty sure it's 20. Sorry, 20 hits for Minnesota. One error on New York side, none for Minnesota. Wow, what an absolute thriller of the game. Is this game of the season? Let us know in chat. Let's go over your stats for tonight. All right. We're back here in Minnesota. Let's go over your stats. So game stats. One of the people I want to talk about, Dazer, 4 for 5 tonight, 3 home runs, 1 single, 6 RBIs. So was half of Minnesota's RBIs. Panther 4 for 5 tonight, 1 RBI, which would be his lone home run. And I don't think Dazer touched him out, but that fella touched him out. 1 for 6 tonight, 1 strikeout. 4.1 innings pitched, 8 hits allowed, 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 2 home runs allowed. Yam, 2 for 2, 1 run, which would be his own home run. Got that second RBI, which was Noiseless Cayman. 1 walk, and for his pitching, 2.2 innings, 5 hits allowed, 3 earned runs, 1 walk. And let's go over the starter, Noiseless Cayman himself. 3.2 innings pitched, 9 hits allowed, 7 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 4 home runs allowed. 2 for 4 tonight, 3 runs, 1 RBI, 2 walks, and let's go over New York. BDF had 0.1 innings pitched, so I guess I missed that earlier. I apologize. 1 for 6 tonight, 1 RBI, which was, I think, his own home run. 1 strikeout. Mop, punching up for Bombers. 4.1 innings pitched, 8 hits allowed, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, 2 home runs allowed. Also went 2 for 3 at the plate, 3 RBIs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and 1 run. Oh, I'm not waking up with a voice tomorrow. I think there's 2 people I want to talk about here. I'm going to go over Void Snoopy, aka, I forgot his other name. I apologize. 3 for 6 tonight at the plate, 1 RBI, 1 run. His own home run, I'm pretty sure. There's been so many home runs, and I can't keep track. 5.1 innings pitched, 11 hits allowed, 8 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 5 home runs allowed, and 1 error. And I think there was someone else. Father, right. 5 for 6 tonight at the plate, 2 RBIs, 3 runs. I think he had 2 home runs tonight. Football God, I'll mention him too. 3 for 6 tonight, 2 runs, 1 RBI, and 1 strikeout. Well, I want to thank you all for joining tonight. I appreciate your patronage, and you know what they say. I'm Dre, your commentator here on FTN. Thank you for tuning in for round 18 of the HCBB Main League here in season 29. New York wins a thriller over Minnesota, 13-12. See you guys hopefully tomorrow night.